Of our greatest fears.
Let's move on to Splinter Cell Blacklist. Now, I am a huge Splinter Cell fan. Chaos Theory is top 10 games all time for me, almost.
Yep.
Just because of the co-op alone.
Yep.
I think it's one of the best co-op experiences ever made in history. They then fucked that up twice. They ran into the ground and completely ruined it. Sam Fisher is no longer Sam Fisher sneaking in the shadows, normal guy. He's now a fucking superhero.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, that they take a game that was renowned for its stealth and then they just get rid of all the stealth. It's like,
I hate it. I hate everything I saw.
Let's call in airstrikes. Let's go running through build. I mean, you know, it looked cool. The whole bit where he's running through the buildings and flipping through table, it looked great, but it's not Splinter Cell.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Make another game.
Something else.
Keep that bit separate. And they've changed his voice as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they did. That's not Sam Fisher. That's not the same guy anyway.
I put something out when I was live tweeting and it played. I put something out about it not being Michael Ironside, so instant no sale for me. And I was getting replies. I don't know if it was the official account or not, but it was just at Splinter Cell was replying to me, and they was like saying, there's reasons why Michael Ironside isn't in the game and this, that and the other. So I tweeted them back and says, well, what are these reasons? And they answered me back by saying, we needed a voice that matched the dynamics and the action that how they are set in the game. And I just answered them back by just saying bullshit. But bullshit. How does Michael Ironside not being the voice for Sam Fisher affect the dynamics of the game? It's PR bullshit.
Am I reading that right? As them saying basically Michael is too boring?
I think what they were
trying to say to me.
What they were basically
he's a staple of that fucking franchise.
Exactly. I think what they were saying is now that it's going a bit more dynamic, now it's going a bit more action-packed, the ruffly growl of Michael Ironside doesn't suit the character of Sam Fisher anymore. They needed someone with a bit more dynamism to the voice, and it's like, I'm sorry, that's not an answer. That's bullshit. What it basically is Michael Ironside probably turned around and said, $60,000 for this one or whatever, and they said, no, fuck off. That's probably it. Just absolute rubbish.
I mean, Kawhi, are you a Splinter Cell fan at all? Have you played the games before?
I have. I'm not a huge fan, so I can't really be so adamant and passionate as you guys.
That's a good thing.
I felt like the voice actor. I was like, well, okay.
After mastering Sam's abilities, you can move efficiently through the environment.
It's a good thing, though. Like, as someone who doesn't play the games all the time, what do you think of just that trailer? Like,
I feel like I have to actually treat this game like a separate entity, because I'm trying to find elements in it that are reminiscent of previous games. I'm not really feeling it at all. So,
I don't see anything.
I know. So I'm like, all right. So if I think of it as completely separate, I feel like I'll try to enjoy it a little bit more.
Sam always has multiple ways to tackle any situation. Either by
I don't know. It feels like another
path or the right gadget, tool, or ability.
Yeah, it's very. I saw no stealth in it at all. Just because you can crouch doesn't mean it's stealth.
Exactly. Like, I could crouch in Call of Duty, does not make it.
It just doesn't work that way, and I don't like it. And I really despise the spot and mark, I believe they call it. Mm-hmm. Like that automatic gun shooting thing where you basically mark them and then you go into that automatic animation. You're killing the people. Like, it's so boring, and it takes the skill out of the game. Like, I don't see the point of it.
We'll probably come back to this a few times during this podcast, but what I put out on my Twitter feed was, I essentially said that this year's E3, lots of the games, it was gaming for the ADD generation. That basically it was just, oh, look at this, there's an explosion, oh, look at this, Sam Fisher can take out 3 guys at the press of one button. There's no content to the game whatsoever. It's
very training wheels.
Press a button, and lots of flashy, good-looking shit happens on the screen, but there's no control over it at all. And there was nothing like the tension in old Splinter Cell games, you know, when you were kind of like huddled in a corner and there's 8 guards walking around and you had to kind of meticulously plan where you were going, who you were going to take out. Now it's just tag these 3 people, press a button, bang, 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 they're all dead. And it was just terrible. And again, I know I'm sounding like a whinger here with the Michael Ironside taking the voice out, but you know, imagine the outcry if they took David Hayter out of the Metal Gear series. If they said, "Oh, David Hayter's no longer doing the voice of Solid Snake," it wouldn't be Solid Snake anymore.
You know what? The thing is, though, if I would be okay with it if there was still some Splinter Cell left. See, what really pisses me off about it is that, first of all, the gameplay has no Splinter Cell in it whatsoever, and then you took out the staple, the voice of Splinter Cell. So now you completely made a completely different new game. You can slap your Splinter Cell in the front of it now.
I mean, I think the excuse that they said is like, now Sam Fisher is the head of third echelon or whatever, so now he has all these.
Give him an excuse to automatically turn. He seems to me, he looks like Nathan Drake. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
All of a sudden, like, okay, the character.
He's a little lengthier, But
you're absolutely right, Kawhi, because it's just giving them an excuse to say, oh, now he can call in air support. Now he can call in artillery strikes. Now he's got the resources, and it's like he was always a one-man army.
And now he has a freaking helicopter. He okay, bye guys, in the helicopter, like the trailer. I was like,
so what do you need me for if you have fucking attack choppers?
Yeah.
What do you need me in there for?
Just call in a nuke.
You know, call it a day.
I know, we're trying to be stealthy here, but, you know, we can have an airstrike, that works too.
Yeah.